Hey guys, we had to take a minute to check back in after 328.
Crazy.
Insane. This is we were off by 2 this time on the main card.
We had 2 parlays going, so we got 1 wrong on one, 2 on another.
Yeah, but the one that based on our picks of the video that we made previously, we were off by 2. And honestly, I just want to say that I knew I was going in unbiased or biased. So that obviously cost me. You always go with your instincts. I sort of felt like Taito wasn't ready for that fight, but yeah, it is what it is.
It was a great fight regardless.
There was no way I was gonna bet against him, so there it is. But anyways, let's start off with the first one, which was
King Green versus Jeremy Stevens.
That one went not exactly how I expected, but yeah, I knew King Green was gonna win. I don't know about him coming up to Dana saying he's the most exciting dude to set foot on the mat there. I don't think he's true. That's insane.
Love the confidence.
That's crazy. But yeah, congrats. Yep. He's high off that rear naked, I guess. Alright, next was the Volkov.
Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. I knew Joaquin Buckley wasn't going to win that one.
Yeah, that was a tough fight. Sean Brady's just a fucking beast, you know. Yeah, he did get knocked out his last fight against Morales, but, you know, he proved himself. He's ranked, bro. He's a beast. It's just mauled Joaquin for...
Yeah. And Joaquin underestimated him. He said he didn't prepare at all for any grappling.
Really? I thought he was training with fucking Usman.
Yeah, I don't know. He was in the video saying, I didn't do any grappling prep.
Huh. I thought he was training with Usman. But anyways, yeah, congrats, Sean Brady. That was great.
Good fight.
Awesome. Great performance. Next
one. Yeah, the next one's the Volkov versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. That one was a close fight.
That was kind of whack, but...
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
That one could have gone either way, to be honest, but... I don't know. I gotta watch it again, but...
I think when you go against a guy that tall with that much of a length or reach advantage, you're gonna have trouble. So, I mean, Waldo had that power behind his punches, but ultimately...
Volkov had the volume, huh? Yeah.
He was just like kicking him and keeping him at a distance the whole time.
He was playing a points game, and it was just...
Yeah, I mean, if you have that... If someone has that reach advantage, I mean, you gotta find another way. Takedowns or something.
Yeah. Congrats, Volkov.
Next is fight of the night.
Yes.
That was such an insane fight, honestly. I got so much adrenaline from it.
Honestly, and I thought about this before. I thought it was, you know, a lot of people were talking shit how Taito was sticking his head in the way. But if you look back at Rey Turia's fight against Joshua Van, he was sort of doing the same thing, but he had a lot more success sticking his head in and sort of provoking Van in order to initiate and engage, and then countering off that, because he obviously, that's all he had, going against a striker with that much experience, that's obviously outclassing you, you know, but in Tatsuro Taira's case, I think he just got a little too overconfident and like stayed inside a little too long and just, you know, he was sticking his head in there, just like, yeah, hit me, like, dude, don't fucking do that shit, bro. Like,
not with someone with that knockout power. You can't do that.
Yeah, and then
the damage was insane.
Now you're fucking dazed, and now you're taking shots in bad position, no setups, just diving, you know, and then that's what you get, you know. And I knew it was over once I started seeing that. That's never a bad sign, especially from someone that's such a high level grappler like Taira, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, props to him though. Like, he made it to the 5th round. I thought it was over in the 2nd, 3rd round, and he has heart. And I think if he really works on his striking, like, he can get the title.
Yeah,
I think that's just his only like hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a sick fight though.
Yeah.
By the way.
It was intense.
Yeah. So now I thought that Japan would have had their champion, their first champion, but now I guess Kyoji Horiguchi's gonna have to do the job. He's gonna have to shit on Manel Kape one more time in the UFC, and then we'll see what happens. I know it's not for the belt, but you never know. I think Kyoji Horiguchi.
I think a rematch is coming.
I think Kyoji Horiguchi will. I don't know. We'll see. Well, Pantoja's gonna have to go first, you know, and which I don't feel too great about, to be honest. Joshua Van's just on he's on a run right now, you know, and Pantoja, dude, statistically, people, you know, fighters that come back after a long injury like that, especially at that age, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyways. All right, so next fight, Strickland versus Khamzat. That one was sort of bizarre.
I thought Khamzat.
There's a lot of yeah. I thought so too, but you know what? Considering the new like rule set where like they're not really considering takedowns without damage or any progression towards submission, you know, or submission attempts. Yeah, if you see in like Sean Brady's case, every time he took someone down, he was getting some damage. He was getting some damage, and he was just mauling him.
He had like 90% control time or something. Yeah. Not 90%, but you know, he had control. Sean Brady had ground control the entire time, so I feel like it was different. But I don't think Strickland did enough, especially when it's split decision and it's a championship fight. You know, he had so much volume and jabs, but again, same thing as the takedowns. They didn't really have that much damage behind them.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about the betting line and the last minute $2 million drop. Obviously that may have
who knows? Yeah.
That may have something to do with it, but
well, your video on his coach and stuff was.
Yeah. Also, if you guys haven't got the chance to check out my last video that I just recorded talking about one of the reasons why Khamzat may have lost, I do a little breakdown on his strength and conditioning coach and previous athletes that have gone with the same strength and conditioning coach. So that might be something you might want to look into.
Yeah. Definitely think that was a huge factor, obviously, based on his performance.
It was terrible.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'd love to see a rematch, but if he's moving up, then ultimately I feel like these big cards, championship belt cards, are really hard to predict. You just never know what's going to happen. But
yeah, I would say the underdog wins more often than the favored.
And the betting odds change, you know. Like I feel like it's.
I mean, I'm not talking about fight night, but actual main. Like, you know,
the
actual event, UFC events.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was our recap for UFC 328. So.
Yeah, next time we'll be a little bit less biased and make the right choices.
Yep.
But
yeah. Follow if you haven't already. Leave a comment. And let us know how you think that card went. Give us your opinions on the main events.
All right. Peace.